Okay, so last time it got disconnected, so we have covered on the last session, into the list topic. So till here we have covered. So bar chart, pie chart, and these things we have covered it. Now we are getting into the list layout and other things, correct? So it's again the configuration. So whatever you made the changes, it's applied for everyone. Remember, whatever you are going to make the changes over here, it applies to everyone because you are an admin, correct? Whatever you made the changes over here, it's applied only for you. It's a personalized list, correct? You got my point? So what I'm trying to say? So if I'm making any changes over here, these changes will apply only for me, not for others. And if we made the changes over here, let's say I'll show you, impersonate with someone about Twitter, come on. Okay, incident. So now you can see this number open short description. Okay, so let me do so again because I cannot make the changes. Configure layout, short description, and whatever the fields is accessible for them. So it's number open short description. Number open short description. Hmm. Yeah. Now you can see only two. Now I'll apply the color. Okay. Okay, done. Now, how I came to know, like, no, because of experience, I came to know. So that is the one part. So because most of the these kind of thing configuration, so it's a self-service view. It's not for everyone. A default view is not available for everyone. So most of the time, the self-service view. Okay. So I can know right now this. I'll just impersonate again with the person, so you can compare it. What the changes right now. Same incident. Then you can see even the self-service view under that it's appear. Okay. You can see compare it. Before that, before the making changes, only three. I have made the changes. It's now color is appear. Okay. So this is a simple like the information. So always remember when you're making any changes over here, do not assume that this will apply to everyone. As you are admin, so when you made the changes or you are going to make any changes, so always remember before that you always need to confirm with the people which view, which what the things. Let's say anyone came to from the any business unit or any stakeholder mention. Hey, hey Gaurav, I need these changes on the self-service. All like no, if he doesn't aware about the views, so he will say like no, only the end user will able to see the this list, like this list. Correct? So I want to add one more column or one more field whatsoever he can take it out to him, or he will mostly he will say like one more column which is column. Correct? Again, we will do the changes where I will click on the right click, go to here, go to layout, make the changes, done. Correct? Pretty much straightforward. There is no tricks I have applied. Okay. Again, if you want to add any, like, someone says, uh, let's say color field. Correct. So here, whatever the plus sign is showing, it's a reference. Reference means this one. These are the reference field, correct? So you can see caller is referencing to which table? User table, correct? Now what, um, if anyone says, I want to, like, you add one column which shows caller whom so the caller is for the incident, it also show into the list that, let's say department also shows over there. Okay. But in incident, we don't have any department field, correct? Now he's like, specifically he is mentioning about the on the list. I need to, like, as a request or anything he want to mention. So he's saying that the caller field, whatever the caller, their department will appear into the list, correct? So what we will do, we will go over there. Oh my gosh, yeah. We will go over there on the list, right click, list layout. Again, this will open, and this whatever the caller is referencing to user table, correct? So how I will jump over there? You can, like, hover over there, expand this reference, select it. So eventually, what will happen if you see here incident fields dot caller referencing to user field, correct? So whatever the user field is there, oh my god, whatever on the user table field should be there. So I can right now, I am over there. Okay. Okay. Where is caller? I missed it. Oh, yeah. This one. Okay. Now I jump over the caller, and it's showing this arrow is showing that, like, it derived from there. Correct. So it means it's reference to that table. Now I jump over on the user table. Whatever fields on the user table, it's right now I can see here. Correct. And we, like, as per the requirement, we have to add the department, and department also referencing to some other table. If you want to jump over, like, add those fields also, you can do so. Go over the caller dot department. Why? Because it's not there. Now you have added over there from the reference field. Okay. But these fields appear over there on your incident. So caller and department. Correct. So if you open this, like, the person's sales. Correct? Any doubt? No. That's cool. Again, the calculation, if you remember maximum, minimum, so whatever the value will be there, so at the end, bottom of the list, it will show, correct? Maximum, minimum, and according to the field's value, it will be shown over there, correct? So again, for this, maximum, minimum, this, check it out, average, correct? So it's a small things when you're calculating or something you want to know about it. So it will be easy without any calculation. Sorry, without any uh, like, no extra effort, you will get the, like, there's nothing else. Okay. Again, right click. Again, I'm going to list control. Now, list control is, like, have the multiple data. Correct. So we can control that list on this base. Even for the related list also we can do so. Same thing, because it's also list, I can apply the same thing over there. You can see these things are already there. Okay. So okay, I will close it. This one. Okay. Here we go. So omit new button. If you will check box, I click on it, then new button will not appear over there. You want to see, you can see over there. Let's see. Now you can see earlier there was new button where I mentioned, correct? Now there is no new button here. Okay, so we can check it out those capabilities also. We can show this list, or like we can control this list on the basis of whomsoever who can able to access via roles, correct? So we can put it the roles. Remember the users roles. So on that basis, only those users able to access it. Okay, edit, empty, everything, like no, you can, it's on the, if you read it out, you will understand what you need to do. If you deal like no, if you check box, I click on it, then this option will not work, correct? So it's pretty much straightforward. There's no tricks applied, only except these are the scripted way. So when you want to omit the new button, correct, new conditions, so new button on the basis of you're creating the same kind of filter but with the apply, like no, writing down the scripts. So on the script basis you can control the new button. So someone says like this value would be this, then new button will appear for the perform. Then after that omit edit button, so it will be appear on the basis of uh, the same, like no, whatever the scripts will be written. Okay, the same thing, like three things are there, so it's scripted. Once you will complete the script, so you can apply that both, or like no, whatever things you want to apply, so you can do so. Okay, any question till now here? Okay, I'll take it. No, update the selected something you want to haven't selected, sorry, I haven't selected, so I'll update it. Whatever the value you want to update it, then it will be updated in your columns eventually. Okay, so that form is appearing, but whatever the field value you want to appear, update it, it will be updated over there. Okay, so any question? Any question? Okay, okay, that will go. So updated, update all, so all the data, like whatever even you selected, not selected, all the data are into the list, it will be appear. Delete with preview, update all with preview, so you can apply. It's a pretty much straightforward. There's no like no, I'd say a different kind of things are applied, correct? So import, correct, these two are very important, and these two, remember these two and as well these two. So export, import, by the name you can understand, when you are importing some data from the, like whatever the data exported from one table to another, so remember the sys id would be same or the record would be same. Eventually if your record is not same, then it will create the record, but the field value should be exist, correct? So that would be the another part, but the field value it will be not so let me show you, correct? So these options will appear. So you want to create your Excel, so on that basis, whatever the field value, what the template is, like no, the the records, what do you have, so you can create one template. On that basis, you can upload the record, correct? Within that Excel template. Let me show you. So whenever you want to some data upload it, so you can do so on this like on this way also. This is another way of like loading the data. Correct? It's especially for the records. Where is that field? It's not correct sheet. Yeah, here you can see all the fields. Correct. So whatever the fields you filled it out, you share with the the admin, and admin will choose it from here. He will upload it, and on that basis, it will insert and update it. Correct. Do you want to create an in blah blah blah? You can create it. If you don't want, you don't have to check box over there. Okay. Any question till now here? Importing, exporting, when you're creating and exporting, again this, which format is data is there. Sometimes what happen, you have to you remember in update set I mentioned you could not capture the data, the records could not be captured into the update set. So these records would not be captured into the update set, correct? So might be some kind of the data you want to be there, or you have to manually something you made the changes, and that data should be move on to one place to another, correct? So you have to simply you have to export it into the whatever the format you want to, like XML, and import it with the XML in the another instance, correct? Remember, the whatever the data is captured into the update set is a XML format, correct? So you have to export and import into the XML, correct? It's clear? Or any confusion? XML format is this. See, this is the format with the backend name, with the backend the data, the sys of those data. Okay, how the data is existed, it will be appear over there. Okay, any question? No. Okay, so okay, thank you. So this will be another last one for today's this relationship. So relationship, remember, it's for it's kind of custom in terms of, you remember I mentioned when the referencing table is one to another, then we can add the related list. How I added, if you recall it, if you could not recall it, I'll let you know. So here, right click, related list. Now if I'll put it the color, no color is here. It's any relationship which you can have the with the incident with incident task with incident, whatever the relationship between two tables would be, uh, there would be some relation would be there, correct? Direct relation between them within two tables, like caller having the this one, um, caller is related to the incident, so we can call the incident over the into the caller related list also. Okay. So these are the relationships, sorry, related list which are already there. You can utilize it with lots of things, lots of data are integrated with the incident form. So lots of tables are included over there, correct? So now when we don't have any relationship, still I want that the data should be appear over there, correct? So what we have to do, let's say this is one of the script. Let it down. If any incident field will be there. So let's say any incident related things are there. You can see this is a one of the created. Okay, so let's say Gaurav related list. Okay, so it's, let's say, applies to table like, incident, and whatsoever like users. Underscore user. Okay, so put it something. Okay, so I'll put it something like this. So what we are saying eventually, the current means on the current record, whatever the current record would be there, correct? So it will be applied. Okay. So let me do so. So okay. So let's see. Current add query means you are saying that it's you're putting the filter, correct? So you are saying that only active true, whatever the user have active true, only those user will appear in this related list. Okay, you can do so. The some applies query, you can apply the scripting over there as you are selecting from there. So you can write down the scripts also. Other than that, let me check it out. Okay, I have created, supplied. Now we don't have anything. Click on this related list. Again, we will type. You can see Gaurav's related list because I applied to the table on the incident. That's why I am able to see under the incident. Correct? I'll select it. It will appear. But remember, when you apply, it it will not show the kind of any filters. Here you can see task based and this. Here it's directly show like this. Okay, if I right click, then it will be show like this. Okay, so if I'll right click, I can rename the list layout, uh, list related list, whatever the related list or list, I can rename it. List control. You can see this is the relationship. Rel this. If I'll see that sys ID, this will be the sys ID. Here you can check it out that I can rename whatever the I can override the labels also. Let's say now you can see even the name is there, it's automatically override. Correct? Any confusion on this? It's a relationship or custom related list you are creating for the forms. Any confusion, any doubt on this? Okay, I'll take it as a no. Why I'm not telling you all the rest of the things when we are getting into the into the uh, what we can see. When scripting other things, then we will go over there one by one all the things. Okay, is it clear? Because nothing else, again the same thing, same actions as I mentioned into the list. So there is difference between them, list and related, custom relationship list. So whatever the related list, so it will be the simple, pretty much simple. There is no complex over there. When we are utilizing, when we have a complex requirement, it's not like no simple way that someone says even this is relationship. You can see here this is a problem related, no, on the incident form. So I can imagine, by seeing this reference field is available over there, so I can imagine, I can, eventually I can think of it. There would be some relationship between the problem, correct? So I can put it there, problem, problem, correct? So many things are there. So we can utilize that. Okay. Any question? Okay. I'll take it as a no. So create this related list, couple of related lists on a on scenario. So any scenario you can take it, pop up this some data which is on another field, and you need to create the one a related list for this. Your custom application also, even you can utilize the incident also. Okay. So create it, customize your list, how it will appear. I show you, the compact wrap and everything, so you can do so. On next session we are going to yeah, another part, just before closing, sys underscore properties. Some system properties are there. I talked about it very starting on this session, but I'll tell you. So you just check it out. If you make any changes into the system properties, what will be the output? Correct? So I already mentioned whatever the system label, throughout the applications, the value, if we have a 60,000 tables, so and same value will be applied, correct? So let's say this value is applied into the this application, 100 applications. Now if we are going to write down a script on the one table, so we have to write down the every, we have to make the change 100 times, correct? So to saving those rework or reuse of those capabilities, they have introduced the system properties, correct? So some system properties are already there, which is provided from the service. Now sometimes you are writing this script where you know that these system properties going to be utilized in different places, in different scripts. So at that moment you will create the system properties, correct? And system properties having the some value, whatever the value you want to give, correct? So it's a pretty much straightforward. So here name, string, whatever the type of that field value, you can put it, and whatever the value would be there, you can take out, or you can apply it. So check it out, some system properties, make the changes, true, false, whatsoever, and check out the the outcome, whatever will be the outcome over there. Correct? Any questions on the system properties? No.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So we are going to in next session we are going to start with the some of the basic scripting part, scripting in terms of UI policy. We will start from UI policy, and then we will move on into the client script and other side. Okay. So data policy, UI policy, and we are going to cover it now from the next session onward. Okay. So no, this time I'm not no, I didn't check it out the your last time the scenarios which I have shared. So in next session I'll going to check it out, this related list and some the system properties, these three things, as well as the form which last class I have shared with you guys. So I'll going to check it out on the next session. Okay. So yeah, thank you for joining this call and have a great weekend. Okay, Sanjay, anything that you want to